Hello everyone, I'm GRK Swami. I'm here to teach green engineering systems. In the previous class, we discussed various materials which are using in the construction of green buildings. Now today, let us discuss the main important materials which are in your syllabus and the most effectively using construction materials. Today, let us discuss about bamboo and timber. Coming to the bamboo, you are very well familiar about bamboo. Here, have a look of a bamboo. Here, a picture you can see in this slide. The bamboo grow like that. It appears like that. Coming to the introduction of bamboo, bamboo is one of the most sustainable building material. That means, as I told, bamboo is one of the very eco-friendly material on the planet, on the earth. And it is also termed as vegetable steel. You can think why that name came, vegetable steel. Means it has strength almost similar to steel, whereas in the case of vegetable based materials is concerned. So only the comparison between steel and bamboo. And this bamboo is having a tensile strength of 28,000 square meter per square inch and provide earthquake resistant structure. Means even earthquake happens, the nothing damage happens to the bamboo. Okay. And next, the main facts about bamboo, if we see, bamboo contains high levels of starch. Means the generally bamboo is a tree. Of course, lignin, cellulose, polocellulose, and starch will be there in it. It has high levels of starch, so it attracts the insects. The bamboo, without any chemical treatment, it can just like that. Even if you use in the construction, it will be there for 2 years without any damage. So you can think if some chemical treatment is happen on that, how many days it will be there. So this bamboo can be used for structural applications. And this bamboo is one of the fastest growing plant on the earth. So the grow rate of this plant is its range is from 30 centimeter to 1 meter in 24 hours. It's the fastest growing tree. Okay, and so in this bamboo case, 1,450 species are found in diverse climates across the world. Okay, so this bamboo consists of so many types of species. And coming to the advantages of this bamboo, it is very lightweight and strong and versatile. So lightweight and high strength, and it is environment friendly and it accessible to the poor. So it is environmental friendly because it is fastest growing, so that it can be cheap material. So many poor fellows are constructing uh, houses or any structures using bamboo only. So self-renewing source. It is also a renewable source, self-renewing source. And as I told, it is the fastest growing tree, and it is so that it is highly productive. And I already told it is earthquake resistance. These are the advantages of bamboo. And so bamboo, once it cut out from the tree, it will be soaked in the water for several days. So the bamboo will be dipped in the water for 90 days approximately. Then that the soaked bamboo will be dried in the sunlight for 2 weeks. And after that, it will be dried in the air. The required size and shape of the bamboo you will cut, and you will allow it to dry in the air. And after removing all the branches and leaves, you will dry. Okay. So the drying in the air will happen for 2 weeks. Then this drying have to be takes place in dry place and where direct sunlight is falling. So generally, even common sticks also for keeping in a stove, uh, you cut the plants and you allow it to dry for several days in the sunlight. In the similar way, bamboo also you have to dry for several days. Okay, fine. That is about how to protect the bamboo. Okay, so bamboo is using in building and as a building and construction material. That's why we are talking in a green building concept. So bamboo is using in small scale and cottage industries and for handicrafts and other products. So bamboo is using as a wood substitute in present days, and bamboo is also using as industrial product, and of course it is also using in transportation industry and in the construction of truck bodies and railway carriages, etc. and boards, furniture. So in these applications, bamboo is using. The bamboo is using in paper pulp for 35% and in housing for 20% and non-residential 5% and rural uses 20%, and from bamboo we can produce fuel also. So using the fuel we can obtain from 8.5%, and bamboo is using in packaging applications for 5% and in the transport industry for 1.5% and furniture 1% and other wood industries 1%. So actually, you need not to write in the percentage wise about bamboo. If you can remember, it is well and good for exam point of view. Okay, these are the uses or applications of bamboo. So coming to some more points about bamboo, as you can see here, the bamboo grow from small scale to very big scale. Here you can see bamboo is using a natural composite material with a high strength to weight ratio. So it is useful for structures. Here you can see wall mountings, wall side of the wall for maybe for painting or plastering or whatever the purpose. The sticks what we are using is bamboo sticks. So and various structural shapes may be made by training the bamboo to assume them as it goes. Various structural shapes can be made, and the square section of the bamboo, as it generally it is round, and square section of the bamboo also can be constructed. by compressing the growing stalk within a square form. So bamboo can compress into square form. That's what I mean. Okay. And the arches may be similarly created by forcing the bamboo growth into the desired form and costing much less than it would to obtain the same shape with a regular wood timber. Means bamboo growth can be desired from costing much less than it would to obtain the same shape with the regular wood timber. Hope you understand. Okay. And this bamboo is using as scaffolding and reinforcement and as roofing material and walling and doors and windows. And these are the major uses of bamboo. Okay. These are the major uses of bamboo. And some more points to discuss in foreign countries or in even rich people also construct entire house can be built with bamboo. In Kerala, you will find these kind of houses more. It is a combination of traditionalism and modernity. Means bamboo is using in modern structures as a traditional structural material also. Okay, and it is a high level thermal insulated material system. It creates a high level thermal insulated system. Bamboo constructed houses and those are appears very cool hut. You can call those huts and big houses also you can construct. Here, solar array here is able to generate 9 kilowatts electricity for a bedroom and living room blueprint. And traditional Chinese architecture technology, inclusive of humidity and temperature control system, means in Chinese they use most bamboo so that for controlling the heat and all. So here you can see in this slide you can see bamboo houses. Okay, and here are some more bamboo houses and as a roofing material you can see here in bamboo roofing material and scaffoldings you can see here. So these are the various applications of bamboo and bamboo as reinforcement. Here you can see in the pillars as reinforcement. They used and here bamboo can be cut and laminated into sheets and planks. And these are all what you are seeing is a bamboo structures. Okay. And this bamboo can be harvested without damaging the plant and grows extremely quickly. And it is renewable. So it is plentifully available and it is local and there is so much waste reducing will be there. So by seeing all these factors, you can tell that it is a environmental friendly material and can be used in green buildings, right? So in Andhra Pradesh, if you see the growth of bamboo in Mizoram, 9,000 to 10 in square kilometers, this bamboo is growing, and bamboo stock in million tons you can see here. In the northeastern region, and Mizoram, Assam, Arunachal Pradesh, Manipur, Meghalaya, Tripura, Nagaland, at these places, this in these many square kilometers and in this percentage of million tons, bamboo is growing. Okay, and the bamboo, as I told in the starting of the presentation, I told bamboo is different species are there in bamboo. That is Bambusa balcoa and Bambusa bambus and Bambusa newtons and Bambusa tulda and like that here different various types of species are there bamboo. Okay, and it can grow up to 15 to 30 meters uh, and diameter up to 150 mm Okay, and the thickness can be very thick walled. Okay, so these are the specifications of bamboo. Of course, these vary from species to species. Okay, here you can see the different sizes of the bamboo, uh, and yeah, here 80 to 100 mm and 10 to 12 thickness, and uh, purlins, 10 solid, and grid members. Yeah, here you can see the cross section from here to here. You can see all the specifications and sizes of the bamboo in this slide. Have a look for a second. In various structures, bamboo is using, and on the basis of the characteristics and importance of structure utilization, and diameter and length of columns, taper of columns, and yeah, in these different structures, bamboo is using diameter and length of columns, and taper of comb, and straightness of combs, and internodal length, and wall thickness, and density and strength, and to increase the durability and staging. So these are all the important features in grading of the structural bamboo. Okay, these are all not necessary. Uh, Simply, why bamboo is environmental friendly material for using in green buildings, that you have to listen as per your syllabus point of view. Okay, so due to all these reasons, uh, bamboo is using in the green building constructions. Okay, so now let me share another video, another about this chamber, and that is here. Have a look. Just a minute. Sorry for the. And here coming to the timber, so much is there to talk about timber. Why? Because without timber, even a normal house you cannot construct, isn't it? Without timber, even a normal house you cannot construct. So about timber, coming to the discussion of timber, here you can have a look of this is about timber. Timber is nothing but from which is coming from the trees, very huge bulk trees, and timber. Here you have look the wood which is suitable for or fit for engineering construction or engineering purposes is called timber. So what is timber? The wood which is suitable or fit for engineering construction or engineering purpose. Okay, there is nothing too complicated to understand. It should have structural as well as aesthetic merits. Okay, means it should have enough strength and all other required properties, and it should be aesthetic enough. Means it should look beautiful. Okay, and the timber, the English word is timberin, means to build. Why we want timber from the trees? to build, to construct. Okay. So uses of timber. The timber is also a environmental friendly material using in building construction and house post construction and beams and rafters construction and construction of bridges and boats and furniture and instruments and railway sleepers and packing cases and toys and engraving work and railway coach wagons and farm work of cement concrete. These are the different uses of timber. All of you copied on this. And general properties of the timber, we see it is available in various colors and adobe. We get different adobe from different trees and hardness vary from tree to tree. Density also vary and the grain size is also vary. So color is generally it is darker color in wood indicates a greater durability and adobe it presents only in the freshly cut trees means once it is dried in the sunlight or dried adobe will be lost. So once freshly cut only adobe will be there and hardness means different various trees have various hardness. It is the ability of wood to withstand indentations caused by harder bodies. Means neem would have different hardness, teak would have different hardness, and mango tree would have different hardness. So from tree to tree, these properties will vary. Even density also. Grain is nothing but on the structural actual alignment, maybe straight, spiral, or interlocked, or wavy, or irregular. So these are all not necessary. The only purpose here is why we are using in green construction of green buildings. Okay, and the texture is also uh, vary from wood tree to tree and timber to timber. In hardwoods, the texture depends upon the size and distribution vessels and rays. Okay. In softwoods, it is determined by the size and distribution of track steel. So these are not necessary for you. Only thing you have to know is the main basics of color, adobe, hardness, density, and texture. Okay, because texture indicates the appearance in the green buildings also. That's why texture we need to talk more about. Okay, and how do you identify timber? Means based on the workability and luster, warping, and moisture content and specific gravity. So based on these parameters, you can identify the timber. And the generally moisture content in the timber is very high. That's why after seasoning of the wood, only you have to uh, use the timber in the construction. So you have to remove moisture in various ways. That is nothing but seasoning of wood. What is seasoning? Seasoning means the fresh timber have 32% sap or moisture, and the sap is very harmful for the life of the timber. Okay, once you dry in the sunlight, that will be that moisture will go away. So you can imagine the just cut wood will be very high. After it become dried, it will be very light, right? And timber seasoning, natural seasoning or artificial seasoning or water seasoning. If you want to increase the height, you have to dip that timber in the water and natural seasoning and most preferable is the natural seasoning. And in high cases now the demand is increasing day by day. So generally drying in the sunlight is not enough. You need more wood. So artificial seasoning came into existence. So natural seasoning, just in the even in villages you can see after you cut the trees, you pile up on a specific manner, and that way you allow it to dry in the sunlight. After so many days, you can use for those burning and for cooking purposes also. So even for using in building constructions also, you need to dry that. Okay, so different seasoning, these are all not necessary. Just remember kiln seasoning, chemical seasoning, and electric seasoning. So these are all not necessary. So advantages of seasoned timber. It has timber have reduced weight after you dried. That is seasoned timber. So it is reduced weight and strong and durable and resistance to decay or rot. Takes high polish and easier to work with and lasts longer. So these are the advantages of seasoned timber. So unseasoned timber not have all these properties. So that's why seasoning is so important. And generally there will be defects also there in the timber. That the general defects are maybe basically classified into two categories: internal defects and external defects. The internal defects may be due to uh, growing tissue or the tree, and external defects due to external agents or subsequent treatment of timber. Okay, so generally, you know the how timber will be uh, spoiled.